Live. Hey guys, Thunder E here, and welcome to another news segment for you. We'll try and make this shortish, so if you if you chime in, limit the questions to at least the topic, hopefully, and then you can continue in the comment section. If you're watching in the comments, drop your questions. We'll definitely go back and answer. With me is Mr. Lou Rod. How's it going, man?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I was doing a workout. I came back and found some news about WB. So let's get kicking here. So Warner Brothers is mulling the release of fewer films as Batman v Superman stalls. So some people are now probably going to start blaming BVS for this issue, which is not the case. Warner Brothers, I said this before, especially with all the negativity towards BVS before the movie came out, is that Warner Brothers had a bad 18 months. Last year was downright terrible. The only one good movie they had that made any money was Mad Max. That was it. Everything else, Pan was a flop. Jupiter Ascending was a flop. So now they're looking to reassess this. I know you read the article. What are your thoughts?
It's interesting what's wrong with the studio. They put their fishes in the wrong bags. Like, In the Heart of the Sea is not something people are going to drive to the Wolves to go see. Pan is another movie. As Jupiter Ascending, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't a movie I would pay $10 to go watch in a theater.
Yeah, and also the budget for I enjoyed Jupiter Ascending. I like the movie. I like the themes of the movie because it's all like Greek gods and all that. I like that kind of stuff. So I hear you. I hear you with that. And I think that
it was it was one night. It came out on digital download. I purchased it, and I watched it that way. It wasn't something that was driving me to a theater.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. And they're talking here about how they're going to revise things like Disney. Because Warner Brothers has traditionally been a director's first studio. Director comes with an idea, who they like, and they say go. So, they've had good hits. They had American Sniper the year before with Clint Eastwood. They've also had the Nolan hits all the way through. They've had hits with even Zack Snyder, as some people don't like, but he's made money for them. So it's one of those things where they've always been director focused first. So a director says, oh, here's what I want to make, and this is the director they work with, or at least they know they like, they go with that. So they're trying to revise it to be more of the Disney format. Disney has the studios in there. Disney has Marvel, Pixar, Disney Studios, as well as Lucas. Yeah. So Disney has that breakdown. Warner Brothers doesn't have that specifically, but they now have DC, and in there they have franchises. So the article talks about Warner Brothers breaking things down into franchises, making fewer movies. That yes, they still will be movies, but this will come from there'll be fresh movies, but this will come from their more established directors. So if Nolan wants to drop something, which they're doing the next Nolan movie, they're not going to say no. To that, even if say like a Spielberg or somebody at least they trust better on those kind of things, they will do that. And from a strategy standpoint, it makes sense, especially where they are right now.
You can't even bank on a good director movie nowadays. Look at Spielberg, for instance. His last one, Bridge of Spies, wasn't that great.
No, it was good. It was a good movie.
I don't know.
It
didn't interest me.
Yeah, it didn't interest. It was a good movie. Also, it was not geared as a blockbuster. That's the difference. He made that on a smaller budget. So that's the thing. Like they need to start scaling some of these things down. Where they say, okay, fine. You know what? If you're gonna do this, do it at this price. Like the one thing, like Schnepp said yesterday on Collider Heroes, what made sense is, maybe the Batman movie is a lower budget Batman with less effects. It's just more detective work, more fighting, like you saw with Batman beating up thugs, right? And less stuff in there,
See, a Batman movie doesn't need effects like that. It doesn't need to be effect driven.
No, exactly. So which means when but if you're adding heroes in there, you can add fewer heroes. You can add certain specific ground level people. That you don't have to do effects. Like, for instance, Killer Croc, right? He has practical effects on him. So even if you're bringing him into the movie, doesn't do much, right? Same thing with the Joker. It's just paint. So that's the thing where they can do the Batman movie, have a budget of say 60, 70 million, and that thing would just make bank.
Yeah, but see, that's where the problem lies. If you bring someone like Jared Leto in at that movie, he's probably 10 million a flick.
No, he's not. He's not. Nobody in the DC slate makes $10 million. I just tell you that. The only person who could make 10 million is Will Smith, and he didn't ask for 10 even on this. Nobody makes 10. Nobody. Everybody has back end deals. Everybody has points.
Oh, okay.
Points. So it's the movie does well, you make money from there. So that's where they're drawing it from. So that's why I said that would be something plausible in there. And so from what they're talking about is, Warner Brothers said, okay, look, you know what? We're going to double down on DC. So what they did with that is Wonder Woman's release date moved up. Wonder Woman is now June 2nd. You know how we mulled about and said Wonder Woman might move up to March? I'm still hoping they do that because I think that's a much better time frame.
I agree. She should be in March because there's really not much. I mean, you got her coming out June 2nd. We'll have to wait and see. I'm kind of glad they moved her away from the June 23rd.
Yeah, June 23rd is just such
because
even though granted summer it begins then because in the US all the kids leave school, but
and a week and a half later you have Transformers 5. May not do well here, but we know it'll blow up overseas.
Yeah, exactly. So moving that to hopefully they move it to March. Well, I mean, I think the wise choice was June 2nd because they just finished. They're still filming. They're almost done, but you want to see how far she does with editing, Patty Jenkins, and when the movie, if the movie's ready by say maybe December, right? Or something like that, because we're going to see a first trailer with Suicide Squad, or at least either Comic-Con or Suicide Squad, one of the two. We'll see the first trailer.
I'd go Comic-Con.
So Comic-Con first trailer. Suicide Squad won't get another trailer, but around December we'll get our second trailer. That is when they can easily by Comic-Con or Suicide Squad they can decide, okay, maybe we should move this movie up and say, hey, March 25th or whatever the case may be. Drop.
Yeah, but see, then they cannibalize themselves. They hurt themselves because you got Fast 8 coming out April 4th.
Okay, then it will have to be somewhere high in March. I'm just saying
it needs to be early March if you want to get them good dollars.
Yeah, as long as it's sometime in March, early enough, and then all the way to Fast 8. And then then they also announced two more dates. There's an October 18th of 2018.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a November 1st of 2019. Is it 2019, right?
I don't know about that second date. I didn't see it in the article.
Sorry, there was. Let me just hold on a second. Let me just cross-check that date for you guys.
The 2019 date could be a Man of Steel movie.
Yes, I'm thinking 2019. Yes, it's 2019 October. October 5th is one of the release dates for a new movie, and November 1st is for 2019. So
November date is a great day, a great spot for Man of Steel.
Man of Steel 2, that would be a perfect time to drop it. I definitely agree. You bring back Superman in Justice League, and then you lead into Man of Steel 2, right? October 5th, I think that is a short date for
Batman.
I think that date will still change. I don't think it's going there. I think it might change whichever movie they have in 2018. I think they just put that date there for it just because depending on how Ben Affleck feels when he's done recording the Batman and shooting everything else.
That's the thing. Yes, he can direct, but he's never did a big scale directing movie.
No, that's why I say that this Batman movie will not be special effects heavy, which is why I think it will come out earlier. I think it's going to be a lot of action, but it's going to be. Let me tell you how they do this too. Also, there are certain ways they shoot action in movies. They have action directors who actually come in and shoot action, and they're also the people that work with them. So I can see them planning this now and saying, okay, you know what, October 18th is the date, right? But for your action sequences, all the guys who are doing the action sequences for Justice League, that team is coming with you to do this.
Well, all they need to bring is Zack Snyder. He could do the hell of action.
He could do the action for him. Hey, Zack, you're right. Zack Snyder can just roll over and be like, you know what? To even make it easier, right? The movie will be shot in London while they're shooting Justice League. So you cover your costs there already. Same lot, same area, just, keep everything moving in the same place. And then you can start shooting that movie. And then Zack Snyder comes over and says, okay, maybe Ben will try it out. And Zack Snyder's like, that's cool, that's cute. Nah, you might want to do this for the action and do it. But the stunt people will come over anyway. So you have that. I think that date might change to earlier in 2018, just depending on, again, where the movie is. I think that's just the date to say, okay, we're going to release it then, so that he has a date to service. And then if imagine like they drop a trailer in 2017, everybody's like, shit, and the movie's already like far ahead, you might change the date. You might do that. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. It is possible.
There's a good point, because they could have just saved the date, but they might still want to release Batman in that particular year, maybe a little earlier.
Yeah, because 2018, what do we have in 2018 is
Infinity Wars.
No, for DC, Aquaman and Flash, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so again, those already have dates which you can swap out.
Those are the two that you might want to. One of those two you move.
Yeah, exactly. You can swap any of those.
Aquaman might do well, but I don't think Flash will. You should move Flash to October.
Nah, Flash should do well because, again, Flash is younger. Flash and Cyborg. That is going to be a very interesting combination. Because remember, when the producers started talking about, you're going to see Cyborg in there because they know, remember, they haven't written the script for Flash yet, right? The script is not done.
Good.
So what it means is that, they already go, okay, fine, we need to make this thing lighter, at least on some level. So let's pick Flash. Let's throw Cyborg in there. It will be much more fun. Copy what you've done in Justice League cartoon, right? I mean, just copy that and put it. And everyone who's complaining will be happy. But
ain't the little buddy duo Flash and Green Lantern?
Oh, yeah, it is. But Flash is always funny. Cyborg just doesn't have to be as funny. He just has to be the other one going like, why are you cracking jokes? I mean, it's how you do a buddy cop movie. One is serious and one is funny. That's it.
But the question is, could Ezra Miller deliver funny?
I think he can. We'll have to see it, but I think he can. I mean, look, I think Ezra Miller is a much better actor than the guy who plays Flash on TV. Hands down. I think he's just a much better actor. The guy on TV plays a good Flash, Justin, what's his name again?
Grant.
Justin Grant. I'm not dissing it. I think he's a very good Flash, but I think Ezra Miller is a better actor. Now we'll see how he delivers. Again, most of this stuff is just who's going to be directing it and what you're going to get out of it. So, we'll see on that.
It would have been good if Lord and Miller would have stayed on, but they got that Star Wars money.
Yeah, I mean, they got Star Wars money, so we'll see. But I think what it is though is I have a feeling that the guy who's directing the Lego Batman movie might do Flash. Yeah. I think that's the person that they might bring over to do Flash. Again, he's also part of that Lord and Miller crew anyway, because remember they did the Lego movie. Yeah, they're all part of that chain. So I think that's not a bad choice to move into the Flash if you're going to do a Flash movie where it's going to be more fun and more of that buddy system in there. So that's a possibility.
I could see WB going up to J.K. Rowling and be like, "Hey, we need you to drop some more Harry Potter books."
Well, I mean, that's what she did. She wrote the Fantastic Beasts for that.
Yeah, but see, that's a prequel. Yeah, it's set 70 years before the events of Harry Potter, which I'm cool with. You might get a Dumbledore in his earlier years before he became the dean at the school. You might get a few little Easter people.
No, you get mentions. They will mention Dumbledore. They might have a conversation with him through a mirror that looks a little murky or whatever the case may be. So you don't really see his face, but you hear his voice. The last actor played Dumbledore, but that's as most as you get, I think. How's it going, Jackie? Jackie says, who should direct Man of Steel 2? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, everybody. Okay, look, because I'm going to drop a video tomorrow about I think the 5 things why BVS didn't work for a lot of people. And this is not me saying that it didn't work. It's just saying these are people's perceptions. So the reason I say that is I was a friend of mine She went to go watch BV. She's actually one of my trainers in kickboxing. She went to go watch BVS. And, when I came into class, she was like, I loved it. I was like, oh, okay. Because, I was just, now you're expecting everybody to hate the movie at this point. And she's like, I love this. I'm like, well, so what did you like? She said she loved Brad Bird. No. Brad Bird should not touch a live action movie. He can't do a good job. After he did John Carter of Mars, which I like the movie, but I can see why it just didn't work because it just didn't feel.
It wasn't marketed good.
I mean, it wasn't marketed good, but he does, and also he didn't do any test screening for that movie. He also wanted to control the marketing. He can't work at WB now. Nah, not Bird.
Yeah, but he also did a good Mission Impossible 4.
Yeah, but the next Mission Impossible was better. Are you guys excited for Frank Castle? Are you guys excited for Aquaman and Cyborg friendship? They don't have a friend. Aquaman don't have no friends.
His friend is his spear.
Exactly. Aquaman don't have no friends. Jackie, I don't know about Brad Bird. I would say, who would I like to direct?
He'll be too busy anyway. He's busy doing
Disney stuff.
Incredible 2.
Yeah, exactly. Who would I like? Who's a good action director?
I don't know. George Miller might be the one up for it.
No, I don't trust George Miller with Superman because after some of the stuff he said, like, I don't know. What's a good action movie in the last couple? Maybe Justin Lin.
Oh, that's James Wan who's doing Aquaman.
Yeah, Justin Lin. Justin Lin can do action, and you give him a good storyline, he can follow it. So I'd say Justin Lin. That's my pick. Because in general, like, I love what Snyder has done with Superman, so I'm not complaining. I don't know who to pick. I mean, I would say Nolan, but Nolan does not do action well, and it would be a story again too. So unless Snyder was doing his action for him, and then Nolan.
Yeah, but didn't Nolan say he doesn't want to do no more comic book movies?
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it exactly. So I would.
He wants to do nothing, all original content.
No.
Half to death with Interstellar.
Interstellar was fantastic. Whatever. Anyway,
let's agree to disagree.
all you non-intellectual people, get out of here. But I would say, I don't know. For me, Justin Lin. Anyone else you want to pick?
I don't know anyone.
Okay.
I mean, it's maybe Josh Trank, but after the Fantastic Four debacle.
No, I don't. Josh Trank should not direct any superhero franchise. Period.
His Chronicle was good.
Chronicle was good, but it was too emo. It was too wimpy. I like the movie, but I hate the character, and I hate those kind of characters on film. Simple. So I don't even want. I mean, you don't want him to touch any DC character. He can go make his own original stuff. It's good. I'm fine with that. But yeah, no Josh Trank. Thank you, man. Thank you, Frank. Let's see. But I mean, I think Brad Bird is not an awesome choice, James. No, you should do The Incredibles. His live action stuff has not been good. Other than Mission Impossible, you know the reason why it worked. You know why? You know who's the producer on that movie?
We all know Tom Cruise.
Exactly, and Tom Cruise has a hold on. He knows what he wants to deliver in Mission Impossible. So I don't blame him. I mean, you gotta control some of these directors if you didn't know what they. Oh, actually, his director, the guy who did the last mission. No, who's doing
Terrio? Chris Terrio?
Not Chris Terrio. No, Tom Cruise's own director. He's the guy who directed Live, Die, Repeat. He's directed the last Mission Impossible. He's doing the new Mission Impossible. That guy.
His name is Chris something.
Yeah, Chris something. That guy. I would like him to do a Superman movie. He can do action. He can keep a tight storyline. You know, he's the one who did Jack Reacher too. He's done all the last 4 Tom Cruise movies. So I think he's a good director. How do you think JLA will form together? I think Batman would look for Flash first, and then get Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman would tell him that, no, I'm sorry, we can't hang out with Aquaman because there's so much shit. And then there would be like not a big war, but a mini war.
A movie war.
Yeah, a mini war between those two. And, you know, you've heard some people say that, you know, Superman might be resurrected as the bad guy by Darkseid. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't hope they don't go that route. I just hope that they resurrect Superman when Superman comes back to life or comes back at some point when they need his help the most, more or less than anything else. You know, because you resurrect him as the bad guy, everybody would be like, again, another depressing Superman. That's all you're gonna hear. That's all you're gonna hear completely. So you don't want to do that. To me, Superman should just come back all smiley and like, yay, even though you just came back from the dead. I mean,
come back more cheerful.
I mean, that's what you see. To me, most people don't understand what they've done with the Superman story arc. It's almost like they're not even paying attention. The first movie, he came in, he tried to look. This is all the Moses and Jesus analogy. It's throughout all Superman's history, and in this movie, he comes in, try to save the world. Everybody blames him. Everybody continues to blame him in the second movie, but he still dies for the world. And then he comes back and he's all smiling. I mean, that's just pretty much what they're doing. It's just going to be that. It's just really going to be that. And it's almost like most people just didn't pay attention. I'm like, this is like every Superman comics, as well as the Jesus and Moses analogies in there. So, should Arrow join the DCEU? No. Not at all. Flash should join. And I swear to God, if they do a Flash crossover in the Flash movie with the Flash TV, that's just like, that would be nuts. I think that's the one where the TV fans would be, all those people were complaining about him not being there, and the movie fans would be like, shit, I didn't know the Flash could do this. Then it would really open up that whole world there for them. And Supergirl can show up because her costume is on point though. She has movie level costume. So it's true. It's true. I think by the time that the Flash wants to break that universe into the movie, the TV Flash, they might have to be like, Cisco's like, yo, Barry, I got you a new upgrade. And you're like, that's looking kind of fresh. Let's see. Off topic. Are you going to review Quantum Break? I will do that. It will be on Board Gamers, so check that out. I just got it on PC. I've been trying to get it from Microsoft for a while, and they just don't like me. So it's going to take me a while to review that game. Do you love the idea of Throne of Atlantis rumor? As long as it's not the whole Throne of Atlantis storyline, I'm fine. I like the idea of the Throne of Atlantis rumor. Again, it takes it away from space invading aliens and like more, at least human features, right?
They should just cherry pick some of their animated storylines.
Yeah, I mean, Throne of Atlantis, yeah. They should just cherry pick some of those, bring it together, show Darkseid. And I say bring back Lex. I know a lot of people didn't like Lex. At least half of people didn't like him. Half people did.
See, the problem is they're too stupid to realize that this is Lex Luthor Jr., not the senior, and he has a different mind frame. Get it out your ass, people.
Yeah,
get it out your ass.
But what you do is, if you wanted to appease those people but still keep him as Lex the way he is, prison changes people, right?
Uh-huh.
So he's less manic in prison after he's gone through prison, a little bit more confident, because he really wasn't confident. He was not I would say he was confident, but he wasn't like outwardly confident. He was just confident in his mind, like he knew he was confident. So you give him a little bit more physicality from prison because he's got to work out a little. So when Lex comes out, he's like, I know what I need to do. Like he now has a little more clear focus. Once in a while, you see him break a little bit, so that you still have that version of Lex in there, but you just keep that way. I mean, that's how you just write the character, just so that people don't cry. But most people don't understand that his name is Alexander Jr. But you mentioned it, but like people don't pay attention.
They don't.
They don't.
Oh, he's emo Lex. No, he's just a scientific Lex who's
Clancy Brown as Darkseid. You know what? As much as I like Clancy, I would say you got to bring Bryan Cranston. You just had a big name to lift the weight. That's what you have to do. So it goes there. All right, guys, that is it. So yeah, Warner Brothers has changed their movie slates. There will be less original content, except from a few directors. They're doubling down on DC Cinematic Universe. They added 2 new dates: October 5th, 2018, November 1st, 2019. Most likely, like we speculated, October, The Batman, and 2019 is, of course, Superman. Some people have mentioned Lobo. Don't think it is. Superman. Look, Superman has made you money. The funny thing is, as much as anybody wants to talk about it, it's made money. So you might as well continue the franchise and and solidify it. To put it in perspective, Captain America didn't make money until the second movie, which is Winter Soldier. I mean, the first movie was lukewarm in reception. People were like, oh, it's nice, it's cool, So, yeah. Wait, who directed John Carter then? Right? It was Brad Bird. Let me search. John Carter director.
We don't need Lobo.
Oh, it was not Brad Bird. You're right. It's Andrew Stanton. So never mind. I thought it was Brad Bird for some reason. Okay, so I guess not. Maybe Brad Bird then. But he's a Disney guy. He's never going to come over. We don't need Lobo. We need more bats. So yeah, I mean, I think what it is.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
What?
What if they film 2 Batman movies back to back and release them a year apart?
No, they won't.
I'm just saying, it's a theory.
It's a theory, but I don't think Ben Affleck would do that too. I think he wants to. So to show you how WB, I forgot this news earlier. WB is appeasing Ben Affleck, teasing him so they can bring it here. So Ben Affleck has been trying to do this movie on the Battle of Roxbury. It's a battle that happened in Boston during the Revolutionary War against the British that turned the tide of the war. Right? It's like 1700 movie. Warner Bros. Just hired somebody to write this movie for him, and we know he's not going to make this movie anytime soon. There is no time frame in there for him to make it. But this is for him to say, look, just do all this for us whenever you want to. Remember, we're still going to give you this truck full of cash, and your pet project you've been trying to do for years, we're doing it right here. But you just need to just make sure you make a Batman, which you get 3% off. It's okay. And then you do another Justice League and get another 3. So, yeah, I agree. Brad Bird's movie was Tomorrowland. Yeah, that was another meh movie. It visually looked good, though, but it was meh. All I Want is Red Hood movie and The Boom introducing Damien. No, Damien should never come into the movies. I'm sorry. I do not like that brat at all.
Yeah, but we don't have a Talia al Ghul, so.
Who says we don't have a Talia? We do have a Talia. He just didn't mention her name. Remember, he says, I know many women like you. Referring to, let's call the women he knows. Talia, Catwoman, Poison Ivy. You want to keep counting? So he does know. It's just that he didn't. I mean, he's not going to start telling Wonder Woman all his past lovers immediately. Come on. You can't just throw that information out there. I like to see No Man's Land mixed with Red Hood.
A man never speaks.
Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for chiming in. Leave your questions and comments below. Tomorrow we will have a review of live review of Ip Man 3, which is out right now on Blu-ray. So join us probably tomorrow afternoon again, same time, probably around 3 or 4. But thank you guys. Leave your comments. Don't forget to follow Mr. Lou Rod on Twitter. It is Buddha Rod, and you can check out some of the stuff on Board at Work, as well as myself, Board at Work, on all social media. Subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and always enjoy your entertainment.